most important and prominent comments that have been made by almost everybody that I've talked to from before the charrette, during the charrette, and up to the time we're making recommendations, is to provide east-west connectivity to downtown from the adjacent neighborhoods. And so we looked at the callecitas as they exist in downtown, which, by the way, used to be streets. People remember driving down these streets into downtown, and they miss that. They also need that for accessing downtown. And under those circumstances, we're proposing 7 of the callecitas be dealt with either in terms of a formal street arrangement or something they call in Amsterdam a woonnerf or home zone. This is a perfectly shared environment that is pedestrian and bike dominant. The one slide shows the blue line extending from the placita, and that is, we're proposing, to remain as a completely pedestrian environment. Now, what we're talking about and what we're proposing is a shared environment that does allow vehicles. The current proposal does not allow vehicles. But in a conversation with the Public Works folks, it seems as though there's already plans for providing structural concrete along these callecitas for fire trucks. Part of the problem is that when Main Street is used, then there are a lot of tents and there are a lot of cars. It's difficult for emergency vehicles to access along Main. However, if they could get there through the callecitas, it'd make their response time a lot quicker and more effective. So under those circumstances, if we're going to have structural concrete to carry the fire trucks out there, we should probably have vehicle access, auto access allowed, 5-mile-an-hour operating speed, so people can short-circuit the blocks instead of circling around and around, for one thing. But I also think it's important to have a completely shared environment under these specific circumstances. It's going to help with retail economics. It's going to help with accessibility. It's going to help with drivers getting used to dealing with a pedestrian-dominant street, and many other benefits. There's a fallback that's been proposed. Staff is thinking about this option, but they were going to put bollards on either end of it to prevent vehicle access. If a fire truck came up, they'd remove the bollard. My suggestion to them was, let's just remove the bollard to begin with and see what happens over a period of several weeks. See if the speeds are controlled, if the design is appropriate, if the people like it, if it works for others, if it works for the store owners, it works for the farmers market, and so on. If it doesn't work, or people are uncomfortable with it, or they don't want to continue in that vein, put the bollards back. It's still going to be a great place, a beautiful place, with or without vehicles on it.